What up, GigAct family? Welcome to our last and final episode of GATV, right, David, for 2021. I'm super excited, David. How about you? Are you fired up?
I'm always excited for this, but this is a special one today, right?
Yeah, it is, David, because we're going to be sharing with all of you right now our vision of what 2022 is going to look like. So sit tight. Take it in, because we've got plans to get everybody in this agency up into the promised land. David, what are we doing this year in 2022? Let's share with them our vision.
So the best place for us to start this conversation about vision is what the agency has as its vision for 2022. And that is super simple. We are going to, as a team, do $10 million in net ALP in 2022. So what does that mean? You know, that's a big number. What it means is that every single day of the year, we need to average $27,397. Write that number down if you're watching, guys, because we're going to hold each other accountable to that. That includes Sundays. That includes holidays. That includes days that you might not feel like going out and working. But the truth is, it's not a big number. So every single day, we're going to average that, and we are going to come out exactly where we want to be with that 10 million. Now, what I'm also going to tell everybody is that just like us, you need to set individual goals for yourself. What are you going to do in 2022? And I know, Gigs, you're super passionate about this. Why don't you tell everybody the best way to do this?
David, the word passion for this is an understatement. It is truly how I have lived my life once I discovered the power of goals. And goals, David, as you teach in every new person that joins us, is not a wish or a dream or a hope. It's something that you write down, get committed to, develop a plan, learn your craft better and better each day. Why? Because you have these goals. So David and I and Dave Lewis, our back room, we've been working tirelessly with your management team and our entire staff to come up with a way where you can capture your goals on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly basis, so that you too, just like us, have a dream. But that dream is rooted in a specific goal. So make sure that every week, every month, you get your mobile, GigAct mobile. We've got it in there. It says January goals for this year. If you haven't registered your goals, get in there, get with your manager. But more importantly, David, recently, we added the MRO. You'll see that in all of the apps when you look at it. You just click on it, and it allows you to put in there what are your current expenses: rent, utilities, car, food. Let's identify what it is that we need. And then the app will tell you exactly how much production you need in order to achieve that goal. And then we can set it higher from there. M is minimum. You can set it up a little bit higher to get realistic, because we can always do more. And then you can go O, which is optimistic, and go after something really, really big. We're excited about this application, about this product. We want every one of you to register. We're going to be sending you very soon, once you set these goals, as each day rolls out, David, they're going to get notification twice a week to tell them where they stand relative to those goals. Why? Why? Because if I don't have a goal, then I'm not going to create the urgency to get it done. So we want you to know where you stand so that you can develop a plan with yourself, your management team, your coaches, your mentors, so that you hit your goals each and every day and week. David gave you our number. We know what it is every day, right? $27,397. Like David, we got it down to the dollar amount, and we will continue to march there. So again, our vision is that every one of you learns to be more goals directed and purpose driven, because that's my life. David, I know that's how you've achieved success, and anyone and everyone that has achieved anything great, it started with a dream and then a goal. Take that dream, turn it into a tangible goal, develop a plan, resources, people you got to talk to. We're super excited about it as we roll it out into the brand new year. So, David, next we've got something on the referral side. What do you got?
Something that you can find in the goals app actually is how many referrals you're shooting for. And one of our big goals this year as an agency is to get 65% of our business from referrals. Now, we spent most of 2021 at about 45%. So this is a big increase. But I know that there 20%. Are a lot of you that get a ton of your business from referrals. And there's a very simple reason why this is going to help us hit the 10 million and why it's going to help you hit your individual goals. Because referrals carry very special properties. They are quicker to pick up the phone than any other kind of lead we have. Yes. They are quicker to book an appointment than any other kind of lead we have.
Always,
they are
right?
much more likely to show up on Zoom for your presentation than any other kind of lead we have. They close at least as well or better than any other lead we have. Oh, and the ALP on each of those sales is higher by a lot than any other lead that we have. Oh, and by the way, they give you even more referrals than any other lead does. There's so many reasons to be pushing this. Make sure you are getting the help you need from some of our referral specialists. This is going to help you raise your game to an entirely
GATV University, by the way, David. You can jump into the university. So many videos. And we're making the university, by the way, another part of our vision.
We are continuing to grow that. We are continuing to get you training resources. But I know that it's not just about the production that referrals really influences. Referrals, when it comes to building your business, is actually the best way to do this too. Gabe, I know this is a big deal for you.
There is no better, David. Come on. How do you build a great restaurant? Word of mouth. How does anybody build a great business? By people bragging about your business. So quick tip here. Love the one you're with. Number one, don't be in a rush to get off that phone. Number two, use AIL Plus living benefits. People can save fortunes. I've saved fortunes. David, I know you have. Testimonies galore. Use AIL Plus to get out to everybody. So David, I love our goal of 65% referral business. I think it's not only doable and achievable, but we're going to make that happen. I know that in Sabrina's agency, how much is their referral? But what percentage of their business is referrals over there?
They're about 85% referral business.
85%. The rest is POS and a few other sprinkles. But this is why the great businesses, the great leaders, the great companies, the great organizations use word of mouth, or as we call them, referrals. So that's our goal for this year.
I mean, David, what else? Speaking about word of mouth, obviously, I talk about build your business through referrals. I don't just mean building production through referrals. I mean building your team as a leader with us. And it's funny, our goal is to hit 50% personal recruiting this year. But at the end of the year, I mean, you want to tell everybody how much we've gotten really close to that already?
I got to tell you, of all the indicators, David, that excited me the most about where we're headed was when I saw for multiple weeks in a row that half of the people that we hired came in through all of you who are watching this episode. Personal recruiting, David, has really begun to take off. So let me encourage, first of all of you to really win, because when you're living this dream, it's a lot easier to sell it. I've always said, how do you sell a dream when you're living a nightmare? So your personal production is even more important to building your business. Don't look at it just as you'll make a great paycheck. It's what's going to excite you to get other people excited. David, you probably know this. I was personally recruited. In fact, why don't you tell everybody?
I've heard the story once or twice.
Right. You even remembered the name, right?
Yep. Chuck Cole. Who you met at Bankers. Yep.
At Bankers Life. I worked with him before AIL. And then he told me about AIL. I said, AI who? What? Never heard of them before. I was a snob. I felt like you had to be a AAA company, all of this crap. Meanwhile, I was going broke, totally broke. But then Chuck said to me, I'm working with this great company. I said, well, can you get me an interview? And he got me with Lenny Fura, who was my MGA, who brought me so much love and like what we give to our people. I was able to be the number 4 producer, et cetera, et cetera. I was a personal recruit. I stayed longer because of it. And I was able to carve out a life that I could have only dreamed about. Well, what about people out there that you're meeting every day who are not happy where they are, who are not realizing their dreams, who feel deep down inside that they're worth more than anyone is willing to pay them? If you'll just open your mouth like Chuck Cole did and say, hey, so-and-so, you might be awesome in my company. Get them into one of our webinars. Get them excited. Because, David, I'm excited when I see half of our people coming through personals. And I think we can continue to ramp that up and get to where 70% of our people come through our people. Greatest opportunity in the world. Why would we not? So That's our vision this coming year. Minimum half of these of you minimum come through personals. People, right?
I know we can do that. And
what else do we have, David?
Well, building off of that, the 5th point that we have in our vision is that, and it really isn't even so much about the vision as what's necessary to hit the 10 million. And that is that we will average 100 managers throughout the course of 2022. We're going to work our way to 100 by the time we get to the beginning of the second quarter. We're going to continue to grow from there. And the beauty of this is that through personal recruiting and through the opportunity to some of the promotion standards that we've tweaked recently, there has never been more opportunity for someone, whether you're a veteran with us or whether you're just starting out. This is the first episode of GATV you're ever watching. You are in a position right now to win like you've never won before. And that's something that we're going to help you do, because when you win, we win. And this is how we're all going to achieve our goals together. And you know, that's a team thing. But I really want to just go to the last point, because I know this is something that we both really love.
But wait. I love you, David. You're so fired up today, man. I love you when you're in this mode. But let me just go backwards just a slight tad. You know, one of the reasons why we want 100 managers is because David and I have learned, along with the company and many other owners, that the path is in the math. Sure. And the more you study the math tells you your path. So what we've learned is that in all agencies all over the world with AIL, your production is going to be around $100,000 to $120,000 per manager per year. So do the math. We want to do 10 million, right, David? Well, how many managers do we need? All of you got your calculators out, figure it out. You need 100 managers. Now, I could say, well, wait a minute. I train my people better. I get 130. And maybe you do, but I don't run my business on the exception. I run my business, or at least I've learned, thank you, Lord, to run my business based on the math. And the math is the path. The path is the math. It's $100,000. So for you out there who are MGAs and big time RGAs, look at your management count. And as you grow that management count, you're going to get yourself, if you want $1 million a year, how many managers do you have to have? 10. We've learned this. We want all of you to learn this. We want you to know it. We want you to own it. Now, David, let's move to that last part that you were so excited about.
I am. I'm pumped about this. I would really have liked to do this, but I know that this is really going to be your thing. This is where individual achievement really comes in. And we've taken such pride in some of the records falling this year. The single month record that was set in 2021, more than $50,000 in net ALP. And we've created this 30K club. So why don't you tell everybody what we see for the 30K club moving forward next year?
Awesome stuff about this 30K club. And I got to give props to Corey, who brought this to us. He saw it in other places. This was the greatest thing I think we've ever implemented. We had 4 people do 30K, enter the, I'm so sorry, 5 people do it. Okay. And by the way, we apologize to you guys for it taking as long as it is to get these rings done, but it's the first time that we're doing it. It's done. We're now going to be getting you guys those rings. And going forward, when you make the 30K club, it'll be a lot quicker because we have our design done. We have it all laid out for you. So for those of you that haven't yet gotten your ring, the next meeting we hope me and David can put that ring on your finger. Either way, $30,000 gets you in the 30K club. Excited about that. You'll end up getting a ring. Trust me, I wear my ring with a lot of pride every day. And David, I know you do as well. And so we want all of you to have that ring. And by the way, inside my ring, and David, there's diamonds for every time you qualify. So for instance, I have 7 diamonds in mine. It means that I've been a part of the executive council 7 times. So we're excited about the 30K club. We're going to continue to keep it in front of you. Our goal is that we have at least 12 brand new 30K club members in 2022. You have to decide, am I going to be one of those 12? And you know what, David, I've learned when I decide that I want to do something, I can do it. And I'm not alone. So can you, David, and so can everybody listening. It's a decision we make. It's a choice we make. And then we get obsessed. We become obsessed about achieving it. And then guess what happens? You achieve it. Look at history. Look at all the greats. They got obsessed about it. Elon Musk got obsessed. Now the whole world is moving toward electric cars. One person, David. So 30K Club, We're looking for more of you to make it in there, and we're going to do everything in our power to give you the support and love and resources that you need in 2022 for more of you to join this awesome club. David, what else do we got? I tell you what, man, I'm excited.
We are
That's all I
fired
know.
up. Yeah, we're obviously both fired up. We hope that everybody that's watching this is fired up for 2022. We are ready to do things we've never done before, and we're going to do it together as a team. We're going to close out today by recognizing our top performers for the week, as we always do. In the producer category, our third place producer, who is currently, as of this moment, we think, the number one producer year to date, but this is so close and it changes constantly. But congratulations to Ann Banco, $3,699 last week. Good to see you consistently hitting over
my
and over.
My girl, Ann Banco. Way to go. And so 3,600, and in front of you is Claudia Jacques. And Claudia is always, consistently delivering while raising children. I love this girl. She's one of the best. $6,227. David, who is the number one producer, though?
Leading all scorers this week with $6,815. Srini Yeraganti. Love seeing you starting your leadership journey. We're going to hear your name again in just a second, but it's nice when you can do some help for your own cause there. So let's move over to the essay category. Who's in third place?
Well, we're hearing this name an awful lot. I don't think Ann Banco gets tired of hearing her name. I know I don't get tired of saying it either, David. Ann Banco was in third place. That's the only problem I got, though. She was in third place. That meant she was the second loser. Oh, God, I know that sounds terrible. But that's okay, Ann. You get it. 3,682, third place. Who was in front of her, though, David? Who beat her?
Just beating her out, a brand new essay who was at the top of the board last week, $3,738 for Sarah Burnow. Outstanding
way to go,
work, Sarah. Good to see you in the mix.
Good job, but it looks like consistent with top producer. We've got Srini, who came in with $6,080. I just love this guy. Every time I see his face, David, I smile. And obviously others do as well, and give him the check.
He does he has an infectious positive personality, which is really so powerful in this business.
So he was the number one. And then we go down to the GA category, right?
Yep.
And so in this category, third place was Richie Zuccotta with $4,840. Way to go, Richie. This is your year, Richie. Let's go. Dream big, implement realistically. Like Bernardo always says. Who beat him, though, David? Somebody beat him.
Well, beat him out is somebody who's basically beat everybody out as a GA so far this year with $6,815. Layla Abadi on probably what is going to be her last time being called out as a GA on this list. Congratulations, Layla.
Congratulations.
On your promotion to MGA. But who is number one?
Well, before we go to number one, Layla Abadi, David, I just worked with her this past week. It's been a little while. We had a power session, and she is so ready to be not just forget about the MGA position. She's going to kill it. She's going to crush it. She is so motivated. And I'm going to tell you where her motivation comes from. She's appreciative. She's grateful for this opportunity and what it's done for her and her husband, her family. So hats off to you, Layla, on your promotion coming up to MGA. But Layla, as good as it was, you were number two because Pat Ciceral came in, one of our veterans, with $11,778. Pat, this is your year also, girl. Let's go get it. So, David, we're done with GA. Let's go to MGAs now. We got Tony and Allen, Johnny Lee,
Magda Figueredo.
Now we move over to the RGA category, and it looks like in third place was Johnny Lee with $10,201. Way to go, Johnny, but...
Well, coming in just a little bit better, Magda Figueredo with $15,222. And no surprise who was number one this week. Pretty much always number one. Can't wait for somebody to topple our number one spot at RGA. But who got it this week?
Let me see. Let me think. Who would be the number one? Let me think.
Who would have done $44,284 this week? I wonder who that could be.
Would that be Team Helly? Because that's one hell of a team going down.
Coming in strong this week. Number one, RGA. Congratulations to you and to all of your MGAs. And a congratulations to everybody. You know, you're seeing this right after the holiday, so I hope everybody had a happy, healthy holiday,
yes,
that they got to connect with their family,
yes,
that they're looking forward to this new year with the same enthusiasm that Giggs and I are. We are really fired up for what's coming, guys, and we know that together we're going to do some very special things. Thank you for being with us again, GATV.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us through all of 2021.
Yes.
Giggs, why don't you take us home?
Well, I do. I want to take us home and end the way I started and ended when we met live, which is I have a dream and David has a dream. And we hope that every one of you has a dream in your heart that you are absolutely committed to. So let's live out our lives the best way possible by dreaming big. Whatever you're dreaming, it's not big enough. Dream bigger, dream with us, because together, when you're dreaming with people who are also dreaming, together, you do things that are absolutely incredible. Let's have an incredible year. And like David said, God bless every one of you and your families with good health, great health. God Almighty, David, if it's one thing the pandemic is made us aware of is the importance of our health. I know that you're heading out and you got your test and you came out negative. Thank you, Lord, you and your family. So you're going to be able to enjoy your trip. So I pray good health to every single one of you on this call today. And we wish for all of you dreams realized in 2022. Thanks for being with us. And again, we'll see you guys real soon.